Today I've got this Polo BAH engine which I'm going to be assembling. This engine block has already been bored and honed, and I've got new pistons and new rings, new bearings. I'll show you all that just now, but yeah, I'm just going to be doing the sub-assembly, putting everything together. Yeah, and then after that it needs to go back in the car. Let me show you all of that. Okay, so this is the car over here, empty. Everything is just like around on the table. That's all the stuff that goes on the engine. I've got a new gasket set, some more gaskets. What's in here? Okay, some more parts. Those are new bearings, valve stem guides. Okay. Okay, these are all the engine. Oh, that's the gearbox over there. Some more engine parts over there, the sump and all of that. Okay, this is the head, crankshaft. Yeah, so measured the crankshaft, it's all good. So I'm just going to put did nothing to the crankshaft, just going to put some standard bearings on there. Okay, those are the old pistons. Yeah, you can see the engine was, there's lots of carbon buildup there, so the engine was burning oil. If you look at the bearings, bearings didn't look too bad, so that's why I'm just putting standard ones back, and everything measured good on the crankshaft. Yeah, this is the head. I'm going to be putting in new valve stem seals. Yeah, you can see like lots of carbon buildup and stuff. Yeah. Okay, the block, everything looks good on the block now after the machining, the boring and the skimming. There's one of the new rings in. Okay. All the hydraulic lifters, head bolts, rocker arms. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just check all the ring gaps. Yeah, to check if all that's right. It should be right. They should come ready with the right gap. So that seems fine. The cylinders were bored 0.5mm oversized, and the pistons and rings are also 0.5mm oversized. Okay, cylinder 2 is a bit tight, so I'm just going to go on and just file this a little bit, just to make some more space for it. So this is the top ring. It's got a cremole edge, so we have to file inwards not to chip the edge. Okay, let's go and check that again. Okay, that's better. Okay, now I can go ahead and start assembling the pistons. So I just want to mark this. This is number 2. So then the number 2. Put that underneath there. Okay. Put this on a safe place so they don't get damaged. Okay. Now I have to just get these gudgeon pins out now, and then put the, I'm first going to put the new pistons on and then put the rings on. I'm first removing the circlip so that I can remove the gudgeon pin. So I've kept the these caps like in order. I don't know if it's necessary, but in any case, okay. So this was from piston number 2. So this is the matching one from piston number 2. Yeah. So you can see that the crack there matches perfectly now. Okay, so I know that's number 2. Then obviously this is number 1, because I've been through those already. Okay, awesome. So that's number 1. Okay, so now what I can do is I can put the rings on in that order, and that's the order that they'll go into the block as well. I'm installing the oil ring first, then the second ring, then the first ring. Okay, so I've went and cleaned everything. This is the crankshaft now, and this is the main caps. And okay, we've got the bearings now, small end, big end, and thrust bearings. So I'm gonna go and put this together now. I'm installing the crankshaft bearings now, and then I'm gonna put in the crankshaft and put in the caps with the bearings. So they also just put holes in all the bearing surfaces there, even though the caps don't need like a hole in. These has got like an oil hole that goes right through to the gudgeon pin. Okay, and the oil comes up the sides there. Okay, so the way the pistons are going in is this way. So if that's the front of the engine, this is the right. This portion must be the arrow must be pointing towards the front of the engine. So what we need to do is just get some oil inside here. Okay. Okay, and then we have to make sure these rings are like about 120. The openings are like 120 degrees apart. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, what I'm going to do is turn the connecting rod to the top so I can lower that straight onto the bearing surface. Does that even make sense? Doesn't really matter, but it's better if it's vertical so that the connecting rod goes straight onto it. Okay, let's get the piston to that level. Get that on. I'm just keeping slight pressure on the side so it doesn't drop straight in. Okay, got it. Now turn this. Okay, let's see now. So I've already made sure that these caps are the right ones, and I kept everything in order. Let's just double check. Yep. Okay, matches up perfectly. Okay, I'm not going to torque this down yet. I'm just going to put them all. Okay. That was a fatal flaw there. Forgot to put the bearing on. Ah, that's so dumb. Okay. Okay, we got bearings on first. So next I have to put on the oil pump, which is this, which goes in the front over there. Yeah, kind of that's the oil pump inside there. See those slots over there? Oh no, not that slots. It's kind of like squared off, so this portion of the crankshaft is squared off, so it just goes over there. But then I've got the new seals over here. Okay, so yeah, this one is the seal that goes over there, and that one is that goes over the crankshaft over there. So let me pull this one out and then I can put this on. Okay, so this is the crank position sensor over here. This is the rear main seal, and this is a ring that fits over the crankshaft at the back here. But I'm gonna install this thing afterwards, once I get the motor off here. But I need to install the rear main seal now, because I want to put the sump on now, and then I need to put sealant on the sump. Okay, so that just goes in like that. Okay. I've already put on the sealant and I'm busy torquing the sump bolts. Okay, so next I'm gonna replace the valve guides inside the head. So I need to pull out all these valves, and then yeah, that's what that looks like. And then you see, I don't know if it probably won't even make a difference on this engine, but there's some casting rough edges along the inside here, so I might smooth that out, but I'm not sure yet, because wouldn't make a difference on this engine. Okay, let me get started with that. Okay, I'm just knocking out the valve guides now. Okay, that's it over there. These are new valve stem seals, so I'm going to reuse this. I'm just going to put this in the vise and then pop it off. I have to push in the new valve stem seals now, right? But these holes, so this is an old valve stem seal, and these holes just go right through. So there's no like stop. So I measured the old ones, right? It was sticking out 6.6 millimeters. So when I push it in, I need a way to stop at that distance or that height. So what I did was, on the lathe I machined this part out, and that's 6.5 millimeters high. So that's going to go around the valve stem seal, right? And then I machined another part, So this is this was 8.8, so I made this 9 mil, so that goes over there. And what I can do is this will push on the shoulder over here, so I don't damage this. So it's gonna when I put it on the press, it's gonna push down, and then it will stop there. So that will make sure that I've got them all sticking out at the right distance. Okay, let's get started. So I already pushed the valve stem seals in already, and I did put oil on here already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lap these valves again. So I made sure that I put the same valves back where they were. Don't know if that's important or not, but that's what I did. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this process. So I already went to go and clean this on the brass wire wheel, so it has to be absolutely clean for the stuff to stick. So I'm going with the coarse first, and okay, this one is too thick. I'm going with the coarse first. This side is coarse, that side's fine, then I'll swap onto the fine afterwards. Man, this is a struggle. Okay, this is going to be very boring and a very tedious process. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'll catch up with you when I start putting the valve springs and everything back after I've washed, and I have to wash everything down again. Okay, so I've already seated the valves, and I've put the valve stem seals back, and now I'm going to put the springs back. I'm using the valve compressor here to compress the valve so I can put the valve retaining clips back. I'm putting copper glide on the head bolts so they torque correctly. I'm inserting the hydraulic valve lifters here and also putting the rocker arms back into place. I'm inserting the water pump. I'm adding sealant and putting the camshaft cover back into place. So I have to put this at top dead center, so it's this notch tooth with 2V, this one, not 4V. So you use the long marker here, not the short marker. And that dot over there must line up with this plastic dowel over here. So that will put the timing right. I've already inserted the crankshaft position sensor ring and making sure the timing marks line up exactly. I'm installing the flywheel. I'm installing the clutch. I'm bolting the engine to the gearbox now. I'm slowly lowering the engine and gearbox into the engine bay, while at the same time inserting the drive shafts into the diff. I'm connecting all the pipes and electricals. Okay, so obviously I topped up the oil and the water. Everything sounds good. I'm checking for unusual, not unusual. For leaks, all leaks will be unusual. But just for like oil leaks, water leaks, everything seems to be fine. It's not smoking like it used to before, so I'm gonna go for a test drive now. But I mean everything. It sounds good, it looks good, feels good. Yeah, I'm just going to let it get hot now and then just monitor it, and then if everything's good I'm going to go for the test drive. Yeah, so just doing the test drive now. Everything seems fine. Water temp's normal. Engine's nice and quiet, nice and smooth, no smoking, so it seems like a success for now only. So I'm not a mechanic, this was just a DIY build. Kind of just researched myself how to rebuild an engine and what the tolerances must be, how to buy the correct bearings based on the tolerance, what the ring gaps must be, how to file rings, and all that information is available online on other people's videos. They are actually professionals and go into detail about it, so I just learned from other people. And all the information is available if you really want to do it. But yeah, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. So there's no reason to be ripped off by mechanics, and not all mechanics are like that, but yeah, it happens very often. So that's also why I prefer just to do my own stuff, and then I also learn in the process as well, and it's fun for me. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped some people. Sorry, this thing is just on a tripod. Yeah, it's not the best, the most powerful engine. This car is like 18 years old, but it's a nice runaround vehicle for me and for my wife, as a third vehicle, and just also just to do errands and stuff like that. Traffic is building now. I'm not used to the soft clutch. So yeah, kind of what is going to happen now is just going to ride the car for this like braking period or the run-in period, whatever you prefer for the engine. I don't know actually how long that is. Maybe like I don't know how long it is. If it's 500 k's or 1000 k's, I'll do some research. But then I already bought the oil, so then at that point I'll do the oil change. And then that's that. Then there's a couple of other things on this car that needs to be fixed, like this mirror over here, just the cover is broken, the window washer is broken, I need to fix that. I think I just need a new one, because where it comes out the pipe's broken off. This windscreen needs to be replaced. But yeah, then that's that.